peace and love, everyone. Peace and love. It's Friday. Well, the pagan Friday anyway, right? Gotta acknowledge that. Oh man, y'all are here. Y'all already in the chat with the fireballs. I love it. I love it. I love it. I appreciate you all so much for hanging in there with me and staying with me throughout the entire 5 days. I appreciate you all so very much. Peace and love to all of you. Welcome to day 5. It's our final day together in this challenge. So, how do you feel? Tell me how you all are feeling right now after going through 4 days of information. How do you feel? Do you feel good? Do you feel nervous? Do you feel just tell me how you feel? I'm interested to know because the one thing that I do know is when I get to teaching, I know that it can be a bit overwhelming, but I try my best to break it down in a way where you all can understand, where people can understand, right? Where you won't feel like I'm talking over your head, where you really connect with the information, because I know the type of teacher that I would like to be taught by. So I try to exude that example to those that I teach, and just make it plain, right? I just try to make it plain, make it plain. So I hope that you all have had a very prodigious and productive week. I hope that you all are executing your processes, whatever that may be, whatever works for you. But before you put the pen to the paper or the word to the page on your computer, I hope and pray that you have, if you haven't done it already, that you are going through the necessary steps to gather as much information as possible so that you can say what you need to say with 100% certainty. You are 100% absolutely certain of your position and you are confident in what it is that you are doing. Peace and love, everyone. Peace and love, peace and love. So today is day 5. It's day 5, right? So what I wanted to do is just do a quick little recap of the topics that we've covered over the last 4 days, and just sort of have you all give me what your takeaways were from each day. And I hope that that's okay, right? I'm just going to do a quick little recap. So let me just pull this up on the screen. All right. All right. So here are the topics that we covered. Here are the topics we covered. All right. So day 1, we went over some very important definitions, which was necessary to set the foundation to our understanding of the purpose of an irrevocable trust, right? We talked a little bit about scripture. We talked about where those principles came from, who granted the very first trust, and how we have the authority to create an irrevocable trust, which is a reflection of what was gifted to us by the Most High, right? So I always like to start with definitions because that's the foundation. We need to go into whatever we're doing with complete understanding, right? We start with the definitions. It's going to help open up our mind, help give us a broader perspective in terms of our understanding, right? So what was your biggest takeaway from day 2? Now, I'm going to ask you all to go into your notes and just tell me what your biggest takeaway was from day 1. What was your biggest takeaway from day 1? Your biggest takeaway from day 1. And I want you all to just put it in the chat. Just put it in the chat. What was your biggest takeaway from day 1? I'm hoping that you all can remember. All right, let me look and see what y'all got in the comments. Peace and love, Charmaine. Peace and love, Shanique. Peace and love, Mo Henry. Peace and love, Katrina. Peace and love to you, Dre. Peace and love to Rhonda. Peace and love to Nefertiri. Peace and love to V. Peace and love to Junior. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your first name. I don't want to mess it up. Peace and love to you, Diane. Peace and love to you. Peace and love to you, Eddie. Peace and love to you, Gina. Peace and love to you, Keisha. Peace and love to you, Ray. Peace and love to you, Marvin. Okay, so let me scroll back here. All right, so Mo Henry says, hype to keep growing in the knowledge to start a process. Yes, Rhonda says, the knowledge is power. Shanique says, I feel power in me, as you should. You should feel powerful and confident, right? Charmaine says, so much new info, eager to continue to learn. Junior says, grateful for the knowledge. Rhonda says, I feel excited. Yes. Katrina says, great, learned a lot and added to my list of things to study. Absolutely. Nefertiri says, absolutely great and happy. V says, very grateful. Yes, yes, yes. I appreciate you as well. All right. Gina says, I feel good knowing that the bill is a trust instrument and that I will always have the higher claim. Oh, yes, ma'am. Yes, yes, yes. Ray says, the bill instrument and the trust property, AKA trust res. Katrina says, make sure the trust is foreign and out of the jurisdiction from the beginning. Yes. Marvin says, our biggest / most important asset to protect is ourselves. That's a big one. That is a big one. Your physical body, your mental capacity, everything that comes from you, from your energy that is a derivative of you, should be protected. Yanti says trust protects assets. Eddie says trust property. Nefertiri says that the bill is the instrument. Yes. Troy says union partnership and dog Latin, peace and love. Yes, yes. That partnership, because we don't really look at it that way in terms of yes, as individual that was assigned to us at birth, right? It is a partnership. It is a union. It's a union. It's almost like a marriage, right? You have to go through the divorce process, right? Kelly says capacity, intent, property, beneficiary, identify. Yes. Nefertiri says, and that bills are trust res. Yes. Bill is the trust property, AKA trust res. How day one, I was like, okay, I'm trust property. How can I tell who is the identifiable beneficiary? That is going to be the entity or the person who is receiving the values from that transaction or that trust account, right? That's whoever is getting paid, who's getting paid. On the public side and on the private side, it's going to be who those values should be directed back to, because the true beneficiary is the living soul. All right. You are the person that is supposed to primarily benefit from every derivative that comes from your energy. All right. Kelly says every bill is trust property. Yes, yes. Power to lead to confidence. Thank you so much for the stars. I appreciate all of you that have sent me stars throughout the last 4 days. That is just, it's a beautiful thing. I so appreciate you all. And I did make note of those individuals that sent me stars this week. The first trust was in Genesis. Absolutely, Bernard. Exactly. 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 Identifying the 4 elements, peace and love, I am trust property. Yeah, if we can identify the 4 elements in order to know that there is a trusted operation, that is the first step in this, because we have to be able to identify, because here's the thing. If you go and stand in front of a judge and you try to say that there is a trust, and the judge says to you, well, I don't see a trust. How are you going to prove it? One of the ways that you can prove it is to identify the 4 elements of a trust, right? That's how you can identify it. And then you explain your position. Because they'll try to play little games with you and stuff like that, right? They will test you. They will test you. Just know that you will be tested. All right, so day 2, the responsible party and why the state does not have control over you. You meaning the responsible party, right? So we went through an exercise where we spoke specifically about the responsible party, right? And that sort of goes into days 3 and 4 as well, because we spoke about the responsible party in terms of why it's important to come in from a foreign perspective, right? We also spoke about the assets that are deposited by U.S. persons or non-U.S. persons in a trust, right? That was on day 2, right? So there is clearly a separation on the public side and the private side, the U.S. person side and the non-U.S. person side, right? There's a public and a private side to the ledger, right? So on day 2, we went on the IRS.gov website. We read the definitions of responsible party. We read the definition of foreign trust. And essentially, we saw that there's a separation there. There's a split right down the middle. Just like you got a piece of paper, you draw a line down the middle, there's the private, and then there's the public, right? We spoke a little bit about how those values cannot be commingled, especially if you're dealing on the private side by way of special deposit. So there's definitely a separation there. And so the question is are you going to come in as a U.S. person or a non-U.S. person from a foreign perspective, right? Because if you come in on the U.S. side and it ties back to the Social Security number, then what's the point? Right? This is a foreign irrevocable trust, right? Foreign. All right, so day 3, we went through the questions regarding asset protection. Day 3 was a really, really good day. We spoke specifically about identifying the asset, right? How do you know that you have the higher claim, right? How can you identify the trustees or the fiduciaries out there that are parties to the trust, right? These are all things that we spoke about on day 3. Because it's important for us to be able to make the proper identification of the roles in the trust and identify the asset so that we can make the necessary steps to properly accept that asset as trust res and estate property and take it and convert it for the benefit of the beneficiary, right? That was on day 3. Okay, so what were your takeaways other than, okay, hold on, let me go back in the chat. Kelly says, I'm not the responsible party. Nefertiti, the natural person, is foreign to the United States. Absolutely. Eddie says, separation from the fictitious person. Yes, yes, yes. Non-U.S. person. Day 2, I learned that I am not the responsible party. I'm not the responsible non-U.S. person. Well, if you come in from a foreign perspective, then you would set it up with a non-U.S. person, right? Because the non-U.S. person is foreign. The U.S. person is domestic, connected to a social, right? Ray says the partnership between the living soul and the non-U.S. private and the SS-U.S. person. Yes, 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 yes. Partnership between the living soul. Oh, I think you wrote that twice. Okay. Janique says authority is property. Yes, and your property are your rights. Okay, I want you all to write that down. Your property are your rights. Write down my property is my rights, or my rights is my property. It's in reverse. Your rights are your property. Your rights are your property. Does anybody know what I mean when I say that your rights are your property? What do you think that means? Your rights are your property. I'm sorry, Diane. Yeah, technology it did something quirky when I tried to log on just now. Like it said that it was live streaming and then it came back with some error message. So I had to start it all over again. It's some kind of sort of what happened on day 3 where I was up and then I went away and then I came back under a brand new live stream. Yeah, exactly. So Mo says, yes, that party emoji went for, oh, I got you. I'm the non-US part. Yes, 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 exactly. My rights are my property. Yes, we have inherited rights by the Most High. Exactly. But those rights can be protected. So here's the thing. You know how, like I was saying, I can't remember what day it was where I spoke about how people are constantly stating that their constitutional rights are being violated, right? And then you believe that your constitutional rights are being violated, but no one ever does anything about that, right? They never do anything about that because your constitutional rights are not connected to your inherent rights given to you by the Most High. This is like apples and oranges. The two things simply do not mix. So when we try to connect ourselves with one of their legislative documents or governing authorities and trying to seek protections under their stuff, we always fall short and we always get the short end of the stick. It's just how it is. That's just how it is. We are never going to have full protections under their documents, under their legislation. It's never going to happen. Everything is always subject to their ability to provide some sort of legal determination based on the claim that we're seeking relief for. We are always relying on the system to adjudicate for us, to adjudicate our cause. They cannot adjudicate for us, right? These governmental systems were put in place. They were supposed to be put in place to protect the inherent rights given to us by the Most High, but that is far from the truth. They don't protect us, right? So this is why coming in from a foreign perspective is so essential, because if we come in from a higher jurisdiction than the Supreme Court, then we're not asking anymore. We're not asking. We're simply making a statement, and whatever we say simply is. It just is. Set yourself up in a way where there can be no legal determinations made on your paperwork. They have no authority to make any sort of legal determination, no rulings in court. They cannot adjudicate on your paperwork. Are you following? Right. Exactly. So let me scroll back here. Yep. My rights are my property. We have got inherent rights. My rights are my property, intellectual property. We own what we manifest. I think it means intangible being property. Well, no, so you know how people say, give me an example of a violation of, but give me an example of something that can be done to a person where a person may say that their constitutional rights are being violated. A lot of the times this comes up with sovereigns when they get pulled over, and they always say, well, you're violating my constitutional rights. And the officers just looking at them like, what? Or when you get beat up by a police officer, and that police brutality, people look at it as, you're violating my constitutional rights. So you mean to tell me that constitutional rights is greater than human rights, or rights that are inherent by nature, or rights that have been gifted to you from the Most High? The gift that was given to you from the Most High to have dominion over everything that creepeth the earth, that is not something that man can take away from you. But because we don't have any other, so I don't like to use the word governing, but that's the word that's going to make most sense to most people. Because we don't have a higher governing document that specifically places certain inherent rights in trust, then we just lean on what we know and what we see. And we use the laws, the codes, and the statutes. If we're not using that, then we're trying to use the Constitution. Now, funny thing, US citizens, when you are a US citizen, you don't have the ability to have any protections under treaty law. Okay? Because you are a US citizen, the United States government is negotiating international treaties on your behalf. All right? So they have downgraded you to only being subject to the Constitution, or really not even the Constitution, but their laws, their codes, and their statutes, right? It's not good enough. That's not good enough. This is why coming in from a foreign perspective, from a higher jurisdiction, that's the way. That is the way. Right. All right. So let me go back here. Yep, intellectual property. So your rights is essentially your inherent rights. And you can express your inherent rights on paper and place those rights in a trust. Right. And so then that would be your governing authority of your inherent rights. All right, so V says my God-given rights is my claim to property. Nefertiri says we were violated the day we were born. Yeah, that is very true. The rights to wear different hats and be the settler. It's settler with an O. Settler. Yes. No, well, you could say that, the rights to wear different hats, but you don't have to ask permission to wear those hats. You just have to be able to identify when wearing a certain hat is necessary and act in that capacity and make sure that you are signing the right way with a qualified signature based on the capacity in which you're operating. You just have to know when, where, and why. Because see, the problem that we fall into is we think we always have to ask permission. We don't. We don't. We don't have to ask permission. We definitely got to do something with that birth certificate. Yeah, Nefertiri says that birth certificate violated our inheritance. That birth certificate, ooh, child. Mm, 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 mm. That birth certificate, see, you trying to take me somewhere. And you know we on Facebook right now. We're on Facebook. You paying a mortgage, being taken to jail for not identifying, exactly, getting pulled over. So these are so I hear you. I hear you. Being taken to jail for not identifying, getting pulled over, the right to travel. Okay, yeah, those are all rights. Yes, those are all your rights, but it's so much more. Detaining us, registering my car is a violation. Yeah, that's that enemy operating in threes that I spoke about the other day. It's the first trust, the irrevocable trust, I assume. Right to build a home in our own way. Right, exactly. My signature is an asset. Wow, endowed by our creator in inalienable rights. Authentication, the most high is my higher jurisdiction. I know that's right. I know that's so you all have gotten some really, really great takeaways from the challenge. So like I said, day 3, we spoke about the questions regarding asset protection. Day 4, we went we went into some jurisdictional principles to sort of get you all to see the differences between the private and the public. So I'm hoping that you all took a picture of the diagram, or it was like an Excel spreadsheet that was on the screen, and you wrote it down in your notebook. Because if you use that as a guide, not just for the credit card example, but for all accounts, everything that you look at has the public and the private side. Your job from this day going forward is to try to determine how you can identify the trust. It's a mental exercise, right? So every time you look at something, every time you do something, when you go to the store, you buy groceries, when you go to the restaurant, when you go pump gas, you get a loan, credit card, whatever, your job going forward is to do a mental exercise to see if you can identify the trust, right? Fair enough? Is that fair enough? Let me close this. Is that fair enough, everyone? Going forward, we want to try to identify the trust. Now, the different ways to sign is going to be based on your status. So there's a lot of paperwork that you're going to have to do, that you're going to have to put in place, that's going to give you the authority to sign a certain way. Because right now, as a US citizen, really the only recourse that you have, well, you can express the trust. When you express when you sign under trust capacity, it is really you knowing who's who, knowing the roles of the trust and the parties to the trust. When you are the grantee, when you are the trustee, who the other trustees are, right? When you are looking to know how to sign under trust capacity, you have to know the roles that each party is playing in that trust. If you can't identify the roles, then you won't know how to sign. You won't know when to sign as grantee. You won't know when to sign as trustee. right? You just won't know. You have to know who's who in that transaction in order to know how to sign. Now, if you're not signing in a trust capacity, if you're just doing it debtor creditor, the recourse that you have under debtor creditor is without recourse, all rights reserved, that sort of thing, right? And the without recourse is that so no one can come back and try to use that document that you signed against you in a court of law, right? All rights reserved is you stating that you're going to have that you're reserving your right to recourse under the contract that you just signed, meaning you're preserving your rights under that contract, right? So it just depends on what it is. And it's not, I can't just like give you a list because you have to have real life scenarios where you're going to know where to sign or how to sign. You got to have real life scenarios. And the thing of the matter is, if you are signing under trust capacity, there has to be some sort of trust paperwork in place somewhere that is going to establish you in the capacity that you're signing. Now, even though there's always a trust at operation, when you're signing under trust capacity, you have to figure out if you're going to express the trust that you were placed in without your permission, like a trust that was misconstrued and placed you in a trustee position with an obligation to pay, right? Because that's what's happening with debtor creditor. You're being placed in a trustee position and you didn't know. You didn't agree to that. They're just doing it, right? So you have to decide if you're going to express their trust that they have misconstrued, or if you're going to express your trust that you have created that is establishing your authority, and then you go and deal with the situation. So it's different ways that you can do that. It's just different ways. So it's not like I can give you a list. It's not that easy. Dealing with status is not easy, especially when we are coming out of the fiction, going into the private. It is very easy to commingle yourself. What I mean by commingle is that you're using public principles in a private process, and you're using the private process in the public. You can't do that. That's a commingle. And I think that that is people's biggest challenge, especially people that are currently in my private network, because it's hard to, we just mush people in their mind, they just mush everything together. They mush everything together. Like I'll give you a perfect example. I'll give you an example, and I know they're probably not going to be happy with me for sharing this, right? But I'm going to say it anyway because it's a perfect example. When you're moving in private capacity with status, you can't be a public servant. You can't be a notary, an attorney, a police officer, none of that stuff. Those are public servants that are under a very specific type of contractual obligation to perform a specific fiduciary duty that they're subject to as a result of that relationship that they have with the governing authority over that license, right? When you begin the separation or when you begin the process of divorce from the natural person and the SS individual, there are certain things that you will not be able to continue to do in the public. There are certain things that you will have to give up. When you begin to try to go after values, you can't be a US citizen. When you go private, you go private. That means that there's no public fiduciary responsibilities that's going to create any sort of conflict or commingle type situation. Am I making sense? No, I'm not talking about trucking, right? I'm specifically speaking about public servants. Truckers are not public servants. You don't have to have, I mean, you have to have a CDL for trucking. You do have to have a driver's license for trucking, but I'm specifically talking about a document that is issued by the state that you are legally bound to perform under, such as a notary, a police officer, or an attorney. there's some restrictions there in terms of things that you can and cannot do in the private as a public servant. All right. Now, in terms of the driver's license, listen, the driver's license is just a tool. That is something that can be protected and placed in the trust for you to be able to control. Right. So it's not all licenses. It's not all licenses. It's just specific ones that create a very specific fiduciary obligation and an allegiance to the state. Hear me when I say this. Okay. All right. That's enough of that because I can keep talking. I can keep talking and we're in the public, so I want to keep my answers short. I can't go too deep with this, right? All right. Well, that depends, Katrina. If you're going to be going, if you are a notary and you plan on going for private status, then you have to evaluate that. All right. If you are a notary and you're going for private status, you have to evaluate that. I think it's in the education. People just need more education because it's hard to know the difference between the public and the private right away. It's hard. It's hard. It is, I know it's hard because we're just used to doing what we do and we don't think one thing affects the other, but it will. It really will. All right. Okay. So I hope that that was helpful. I just wanted to do a recap. I know I did a little bit of teaching, which is fine. But guess what? It's giveaway time. Let me see some fireballs in the chat. We're about to do these giveaways. Listen, I'm going to tell you all, I'm going to tell you how many people we had signed up for the challenge. It was absolutely amazing. Now, this was as of yesterday because I didn't really check today because I was super busy. I was super busy. I didn't get a chance to check today, but as of yesterday, we had a total of 262 people sign up for the challenge. Now I know that many of you didn't actually make it to the live stream because I'm looking right now and there's only 29 people viewing the live stream. So that's okay. That's okay. But at least y'all signed up. Y'all signed up so you can look out for emails in the future, upcoming announcements, things of that sort that's going to be taking place. But I appreciate you all filling out the form, putting in your information with the intent to show up, but you may not necessarily have showed up. Yes, I know 262 people completed the form for the challenge. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. I appreciate you all so much. Okay, so let me pull up these giveaways. I want you all to see these giveaways, and then I'm going to be making the announcements of the winners of the giveaways. I'm so excited for you all. I really, really am. I'm so excited. And I really do appreciate when y'all come and just meet me halfway, and you engage with me. It's such a blessing to be able to um have you all here. If you just only knew, every time I do something like this, I'm always nervous. I know it probably don't seem like it, but I'm a semi introvert. So when I do these videos and stuff like that, I know it may not seem like it, but I am. I really, really am. I have to push myself to do this. I really, really do. And I do get nervous. I get nervous, y'all. I know I really do. I know y'all probably don't think I do, but I do. Hold on, let me save this down. Let me save this. I'm gonna make sure I save this document and then I'll pull up the giveaway list. I will pull up the giveaway list. Y'all are so awesome. I appreciate you so much. You're so, so, so awesome. All right. Okay. So this is saved down. Okay. All right. I can pull this down. I had a lot of stuff pulled up. All right. Let me pull up this giveaway list. Listen, I tried my best to go back through and find those people that were most engaging. You all did an awesome job of engaging every day. It was amazing. I mean, the videos on average had about 200 comments per video. So I did my best to go through and just try to look at all the comments to see who was there every day. I really did. I really, really did. I really did. I was like, oh my goodness. It was a lot of comments, so many comments. And I just appreciate you all for just stopping by. All right, so here is the list of giveaways. Here is the list. Y'all ready? Let me see y'all put ready in the comment section. Let me see your readies. Give me your ready. Say, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. Put I'm ready in the comment. Are y'all ready for these giveaways? Let me see, let me see, let me see. Let me see your readies. Let me see your readies. Let me see your readies. Let me see your drum roll. He said, I've been ready. He said, I've been ready. I know that's right. All right. Okay. All right. I'm ready too. I'm ready too. All right. Okay. So let me pull up this list and we gonna get into it. We gonna get into it. All right. So here is the list of giveaways. All right. Grand prize giveaway. Grand prize giveaway is going to be a private foreign irrevocable trust, includes trust binder, embosser, your EIN number, your certificate of trust existence, and enrollment into the private banking bundle, value of $2,894, and you are going to get that for free. You are going to get this for free. For free. Hold on, let me pull up my list. Hold on, I'm sorry, I got to go back to my list here. I don't want to let the cat out of the bag before I announce the name. Okay, so let me pull this back up. That's the grand prize. That is the grand prize giveaway. Okay, let me pull this back up. This is the grand prize giveaway. All right, can you all see my screen? Okay, you should be able to see my grand prize giveaway. All right, I'm gonna read it again. Private foreign irrevocable trust preparation includes trust binder, embosser, IRS tax identification number, certificate of trust existence, and enrollment into the private banking bundle. Let me get a drum roll. Brrr. Drum roll, 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 drum roll. Give me some drums. Let me see them drums. Drum, 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 drum. All right, all right. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Drum roll. Yes, yes, yes. All right. The winner of this prize is, and I can't even say his first name, is Huget Jr. All right, so let me put it in the chat of the grand, hold on, prize is Huguet Jr. Yes. I see you. You're here. Good. You are here. I don't know how to pronounce your first name, but you are the winner. Let me tell you why you are the winner. You are the grand prize winner because you left a review on the business page, you signed up for the challenge, and you had a comment on every day of the challenge. You had a comment on every day of the challenge. You left a review. See, I checked everything. I checked everything. I checked everything. All right. So Junior, do me a favor. I'm pretty sure that I already have your email. I do have your email. I actually need to highlight you. Let's see. Congratulations. You are the grand prize winner. You are the grand prize winner. And I got this huge list. Now, um, some people, oh yeah, I have your email here. Yep, I got you. So you can definitely look out for the information for that before the end of the weekend. Just check your email. What's going to happen is you will have an email with the intake form for the trust, and you will receive a welcome email from the education platform for the private banking bundle. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All right. Our next prize is enrollment into the private banking bundle, which is a value of $1,197. Okay. That is a value of $1,197 that you are getting for free. Let me get a drum roll. Let me get a let me get a drum roll. Give me a drum roll. I can't even do it. I can't even do it. All right. Thank you, Mo Henry. Right. Yes, thank you. The drum emoji. Let me see that. She said beat it, beat it, beat it, beat it. Yes, 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 yes. All right. So I'll read it again. Second prize is enrollment into the private banking bundle, which is a value of $1,197, which you are going to get for free, Miss Kelly Richardson. Kelly Richardson, you are the winner for prize number 2. You are the winner because you had a comment every single day you signed up, and you sent me stars for day 3 and day 4. Miss Kelly Richardson. Kelly Richardson. Kelly, do me a favor. I want you to do me a favor. I need you to send me a message. Send me a message through Messenger to this on this page. Send me a message. Send me a message. I need for you to send me a message. Like, do it now for me if you can, please. Send me a message. All right. And I will get you taken care of. Everything is going to be happening for you all before the end of the weekend. All right. All right. That's Miss Kelly Richardson. All right. Prize number 3 is enrollment into the How to Clean Your Credit Consumer Law Style course, a value of $697, which you are going to get for free. right? Enrollment into the How to Clean Your Credit Consumer Law Style course. The winner of prize number 3. Let me get the drum roll. Drum roll, 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 drum roll. All right, the winner of prize number 3 is Diane Rose. Diane Rose. Diane Rose, you are a winner because you sent me stars on day 2 and you had a comment on every single video. Diane Rose. I don't know if you're here in the chat. If not, I will find you and make sure that you get taken care of. I will find you and make sure that you get taken care of. So that is prize number 3 goes to Diane Rose. All right. All right. Okay, so let's go down to number 4. Prize number 4. You're welcome. You are very welcome. You're very welcome. All right. Prize number 4 is enrollment into the Secure Your Interest course, which is a value of $497, which you are going to get for free. You are going to get for free. The winner for prize number 4, give me a drum roll. Like she said in the chat. Give me a drum roll. Yes, drum emojis, drum emojis. Winner for prize number 4. Prize number 4 is going to be Dre Brown. Dre Brown. Dre Brown. You are a winner because you sent me stars on day 1 and you had a comment. You had a comment on days 2 and 4. But I gave it to you because you sent me stars. See, those of you that sent me stars, you knew exactly what you were doing. Smart move and sending the stars with your comments. Smart move. Smart move. So that grand prize goes to Dre Brown. Dre Brown. Yes, yes. Gratitude, gratitude. Do me a favor. Send me a message on this page. Just shoot me a message. If you can do it now, that would be great. Dre Brown. Dre Brown. Dre Brown. All right. Okay, now this is what I want to do. So there were more winners than there were prizes. So what I did for this last prize number 5, which is enrollment into the Trust Technology course. Now, this course right here is fire. Let me tell you all, right? Because it is an extension of the teaching, right? And this is a good segue for you all after going through this challenge. Okay, y'all ready? Prize number 5. All right, enrollment into the Trust Technology course, right, which is a value of $327, which you are going to be getting for free. You're going to be getting for free. All right. The reason why I went on ahead and did 3 slots for this prize is because all 3 of you had comments on every video. You were engaging every single day of the challenge. You engaged every single day of the challenge. You had a comment on days 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right. So the winners, there's 3 winners. There's 3 winners. There's 3 winners for number 5, which is enrollment into the Trust Technology course. All right. Those winners are Eddie Stowe, Eddie Stowe, Eddie Stowe, Janique Phipps, Janique Phipps, and Mo Henry. Mo Henry. Eddie Stowe, Shanique Phipps, and Mo Henry. Yes, congratulations. Congratulations. Congratulations to Eddie, Shanique, and Mo. Congratulations. 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 Now I'm going to take it a step further. We're going to do one last prize. Well, it's really not one last prize, but I wanted to make sure that I did something special for these two individuals who left a review on the business page. You all left a review on the business page. Okay. So Yasmin L. and Marcia Washington, the both of you have also won an enrollment into the Trust Technology course. Yasmin L. and Marcia Washington. All right. So all five of you, the last five names that I've called, all of you have won an enrollment into the Trust Technology course. All right. I said that I was going to do something for those who left a review. Congratulations to all the winners. I appreciate you all so, so much for being consistent with me this week, for engaging with the challenge this week, coming ready to learn, sharing your journey, sharing your experience with me this week. I appreciate you all so, so, so much. I really, really do appreciate you all so much. This is my gift to you. I humbly present my gift to you as an offering of your dedication during this challenge. I appreciate you all so much. Give a round of applause to the winners. Just give a round of applause to the winners. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. This is going to be something that's going to be able to get you all started, right? So all the winners, all of the winners, all of the names that I have named this evening, shoot me a message. I want you to go ahead and send me a message, and you can actually send it through this page. Go ahead and just send me a message through Messenger through the page, all right, so that we can connect, and we will get you situated before the end of the weekend. Before the end of the weekend, so that you can hit the ground running come Monday. All right. All right. Those are all the winners. All the winners. Yes, you all are awesome, 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 awesome. Okay. Now it's time for some special announcements. Now that we've gotten all the prizes done, we announced all the winners. Now it's time for a special announcement. Now, I don't know if you all know this. I don't participate in the pagan holidays, right? You know, I don't participate in the pagan holidays, but I wanted to do something for those individuals that are looking to get a jump start on 2024. There may be some things that you're looking to do. So I wanted to give you all some discounts. I wanted to announce it here first on day 5. Wanted to give you all some discounts so that if you felt you got some value from the information and you want to continue your learning, you can get in while the prices are low, right? You can get in while the prices are low and do what it is that you got to do, because my whole thing is I want to see people win. I just want to see you win. I just want to see you win and get the education that you deserve, right? All right, so let me stop my share for a second. Stop my share for a second here. And we're just going to go over these discounts, okay? Go over these discounts. All right, and actually I have to here. that for you all. All right. Okay. All right. So announcing the 2023 Ready Nation Fall Sale. Huge, huge, huge discounts off of all items listed below. Now, for this sale, you won't need any coupons. The courses are already marked down. All you have to do is go to the website, make your purchase, right? So we have the Secure Your Interest jam-packed course, a value of $497. You're getting it for $300 off. That's funny because that 197, that's the original price last year back in August when I first did the course. You're getting it for $300 off, right? The sale dates start today, will end on November 24th at midnight. Will end on November 24th at midnight, right? You don't need to have a coupon. You can just go right to the site, and I'm going to drop the site. I'm going to drop the site in the chat right now so that you all can just go to it and do what you got to do. Hold on a second. This is going to be the biggest discount that you see from me this year. I trust and believe. You won't see those again. You will not see those again. You can go straight to, let's see. Let me put it in here. Let me get back. You can go straight to, you can go right in there and click and go right to the website and make your purchase. All right, so Secure Your Interest jam-packed course value of $497 is going to be on sale for $197 for the next 7 days, right? From Friday to Friday. How to Clean Your Credit Report Consumer Law Style, a value of $697 is going to be on sale for $397 for the next 7 days. The private banking bundle, this is a huge discount. This is a huge discount because when you go to the website, you'll see that each individual course inside of the bundle is $327. So the bundle is already heavily discounted, and I'm giving you another discount all the way to $597, all the way down to $597. Right. So in the private banking bundle, you know that matter of fact, let me just pull it up here so that you all can see. Let me pull it up so that you can see, because I want you all to really see what you're getting. All right, so here's the website, right? So we got the private banking bundle at $597. All right, now in the bundle, you have where's the first one? You have Private Banking 101, Estate Planning Systems, Part 1. You have Part 2, right? Invisible Contracts. You have Part 3, the second highest office. This is doing some training on the executor office. And you have number 4, which deals with the private accounting. In addition to that, you have Trust Technology 102, right? All of these courses are $327. The bundle, like I said, the bundle is already heavily discounted. You can do the math. I'm giving it to you for another discount of $597. This sale is only good for the next 7 days, everybody. Only good for the next 7 days. That's it. That's it. That's it. Then you have the ultimate credit bundle, right? You got the ultimate credit bundle right here, marked down to $12.97 from $32.97. $97. That's $2,000 off, folks. $2,000. You getting a discount of $2,000. Listen, this ultimate credit bundle. Let me show you all what's in here. You got the consumer law course, you got the credit workshop, you got the bankruptcy removal course, intro to money and credit. You got the business credit mastery course in here, y'all. The business credit mastery course. See, the thing about the business credit is that while you're fixing your personal credit on the back end, you can still build business credit on the opposite end. You do one, you do the other at the same time. You got the TCW liquidating and deposits. If you're trying to obtain cash flow and you are a business, but you don't have sales, this is the course that you want. This tells you how to create those deposits you need in order to get funding. This course is very underrated. A lot of people don't know the value that's in that course. They don't know the value. Right. And then you also have the secret lenders list. Right. All of these things is inside of this ultimate credit bundle. And I marked it all the way down to $12.97. $12.97. $12.97. All right. All of these prices are only good for the next 7 days. Just the next 7 days. On the 24th at midnight, the sale is over. It's over. So take a picture if you need to. I will drop the link again in the chat so that you all can, just look at it and see what it is that you want to do. If anything at all, you may not need them. Some of you may already be enrolled, or you may be following another educator. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I wanted to make it good enough for people to be able to get in. I wanted to discount it enough for people to be able to get in. I know what's going on behind the scenes. I have been watching the political climate. I have been watching current events. And I know and understand that we have a shortness of time. We have a tremendous shortness of time. This sale is designed to get you all in and get you ready for 2024. And you have a jump start on 2024. Got about a month to get in these courses and get done what you need to get done. It's not going to take you a long time. Now, let me tell you, for those people that enrolled in the Secure Your Interest course last August, and you're emailing me, asking me to extend the course for you, and then when I look in the course, I see that you've only done like 10% of the course in a year, man, all I can say is you don't want to procrastinate. Do not procrastinate anymore. You can't afford for a whole year to go by and not do something with the information. Create a schedule for yourself if you have to. Do what you got to do to move forward. Every day, we should be doing something towards either our status, our credit, our business, whatever it is that you got going on. We have to touch it every single day. And I understand that life is busy, but just know that the enemy created it to be busy for you so that you wouldn't have time to do this. They created the 40-hour work week. They created all of these distractions, all of these TV shows, reality shows, sports, all of these things. So whatever time you're taking to spend on those things, sports is sports. I mean, I get it. People love sports, but what is it doing for you and your family to push your family forward? People spend more time on sports and TV than they do in the Word, and that's the problem. That's the problem. We got to break free from all of those distractions and get ready to do the work. That's just what it is, right? And we have to be intentional. And it's okay to be different and not to go with the grain. It's okay to be unique and set apart and do things differently than what you see the world doing. We're supposed to stand out. We are children of the Most High. We're supposed to stand out. We're supposed to. We're not supposed to be like the rest of the world. All right? Every single person that is on this live, anybody who is going to come back and watch the replay, you are an original manifestation of love of the Most High. You are unique. There's no other signature like you. There's no other fingerprint. Nobody has your fingerprint. Nobody can do what you do but you. Nobody, nobody can do what you do but you. But we have to know how to weed through these distractions and get the work done because the enemy banks on the fact that we don't have enough time in the day to do what we need to do. And the enemy has been very successful, very successful. All right. All right. So I'm excited for everybody. I'm excited for you all. I really am excited for you all of the winners, everybody that is going to move forward in their journey. I'm super excited for you all. I'm hoping to see you all inside of the private network at some point, because this US citizen thing is we got to deal with it. And we got to deal with that divorce that I was talking about on day one, right? Got to deal with it. And part of the issue is the days seem like they're getting shorter. We just running out of time. The days are just flying by. It's like time is sped up. I don't understand. It's just, and it's crazy to me how we just went through daylight savings time. And I'm like, okay, it was literally getting dark at 8 o'clock, 8:30. Daylight savings time, we literally lost like 3 hours when we only set the clock back 1 hour. How is that even possible? That's how you know something ain't right. It's not right. Something is not right. It's not right. It's getting dark at 5:30. That's crazy. This just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. But I can go on and on. So peace and love to you all. I appreciate you all coming and staying with me on this challenge. I sincerely, wholeheartedly appreciate your participation. I appreciate the stars that you sent me. I appreciate the comments. I appreciate the love. Thank you to everyone who participated in the challenge. I appreciate you all. I will continue to pray for everyone as a group. Thank you, thank you, thank you for stopping by and engaging with me in this challenge. I have some more announcements coming up in 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks. More announcements to come on December the 1st. All right. December the 1st. And I'm going to be making an announcement, a major announcement on the YouTube channel. All right. So if you don't follow me on YouTube, let me go ahead and put it in the chat so that you all can follow me because I will be going live on December the 1st with a major announcement. A major announcement, right? So you definitely are going to want to turn your notifications on for the channel so that you can be in the know. But just know that if you are a current subscriber, you should also receive an email, but put your notifications on so that you can join me live on YouTube on December the 1st. I may be on YouTube before December the 1st, but the major announcement is coming on December the 1st. All right, so plug in, stay connected with me on Facebook, stay connected with me on TikTok, stay connected with me on YouTube so that you can hear this major announcement. All right. Set your calendars for December the 1st. All right. Peace and love, everyone. I appreciate you all again. Thank you for stopping by. And I will see you all in the next video. Deuces.